Hello everyone, Hawky here, and welcome back to another Sword of Convallaria account review. So today we're on Flood J32's account. I used to do some content creating back in the past as well, and let's have a look at his account. 1000 pulls, 2.98. Tristan, it's pretty lucky for the rate. Okay, 100 pulls for Tristan, Tear, Nona Will, Maria. That's Agatha, Garcia, Simona. Wow. That's a lot of back-to-back legendaries, pretty much. Simona. Okay. And how about for gear? Have you pulled much on gear? Oh, 80 pulls. 7.5%. That's pretty good. Shield of Justice, Crystal Burst, Blood Luxite, Blood Luxite. Okay. That's a pretty good rate. Let's see who you built. Okay, Hasna, 2-star, August 5, Coco 5, Caris 4. Okay, a lot of investment in some non-meta legendaries. Let's have a look. Hasna at the highest power. Let's see what's going on. Okay, 2-star, and this would have been like a week of shard farming or something. Okay, focus 1 is nice, but pentacle and sword. Pretty low for the engraving. I do see focus 1 is really good for her, and berserk incense. I mean, the issue with this is it's not an instant, so you're only getting that move 1, damage 2, 5-turn cooldown. It takes up a whole turn, and unharmed. I mean, you're not really. I think you'll be getting into position and trying to avoid any damage at all. And running Emperor for damage increase, but without the special stat. This is really weird as well. So you're running Assault for the extra move, the move 2, plus the move 1 from your trinket. I mean, you're getting the crit and crit damage. And getting Rage when hit, decreasing by 8% and gaining damage 2. This feels weird. Like, you get the crit, but then if the enemies are beside you, this crit gets overwritten by this crit, so you have 30% there. And then you also get the 15%, so 45% crit. And you got the fragrance as well. I still think Justice is better. But yeah, this a very interesting setup. Like, definitely getting a lot of move out of your kit and getting into position better. It's only 2 bond. I don't know, it's weird. 20%. And sword on a trinket does feel kind of bad. But hey, if it works. I guess the issue is, like, you can't really switch this focus 1 to much other people with Pentacle and these sort of stats. Like, if I were to give this to Momo or something, right? Can't really swap that around. Okay, maybe it's just a bit of niche. Let's have a look at further. Gloria, 4-star. I used to saving that for like 1 copy, 50 shards, and you get her to 5-star. Maybe. Halberd, a wand and sword. Okay. Are you the one who does like mostly swords on your trinkets? There is. Okay, so mostly swords on the trinkets, and then you do like wand or cup on the weapons. Okay, interesting. 12%. I mean, the high values are on here, right? Attack and physical attack. And I guess that's the other issue, because oh, you got a second book. Okay, I was gonna say, if you have this on like a sword, then sometimes you want book on like Tyre or like Simona or something, and this physical attack doesn't really make much sense. Okay, 10% there. Okay, you did spend some Castelli here and there. Interesting. But that's... I think that this Gloria is fine, like... And it's good to have book on Gloria. She's quite fast, and you can get the buffs and everything quite early with the old Scroll of August. So, looks good. And saving for that Gloria copy. Hope you get lucky and get Gloria off banner sometime, so you can 5-star her. August, 5-star August. 3.6k attack. We're going strong. But look, we changed things over again. We got sword on the weapon and then wand on the trinket, so a lot of like... It's weird. At least all the other weapons are sword, right? I mean, brutal axe here is wand. We have to see what Tristan has. Okay, let's have a look at these details. So, extra attack for raising that. This is fine. Either one's good. Oh, you raised both. Is that for the HP? Maybe. 13%, 47, that's pretty solid. 962, that looks great. Chariot. I mean, maybe for PvP when you get the extra move and everything, but you can easily switch your trinket around. I mean, switch your Tara around for extra damage, so not that bad. I think this August is pretty solid. Yeah, nothing really to complain. You just switch some skills, switch some Taras around when you need to. Yeah, Momo. Okay, straight at 3-star. Both of the rank 9. Okay. Oh, and this one as well. Energy Ray, Shield Break. And Starry Sky Heritage. I mean, see, we run into that issue, right? Because you did Sword and Pentacle on these two, you can't really swap for the Focus Wand. I mean, you do have more copies of Focus Wand. Do you have more Hunter's Intuition? Potentially you can raise another Hunter's Intuition, but it just feels like it doesn't really fit together, right? Like if you change to the Focus Wand, and that's Pentacle, you'll need like a sword on the Hunter's Intuition. And the other thing is for Momo, like she has her alert, so like this sword and pentacle she'll be dealing full damage when she's above 70% HP. But say she gets attacked and does this strike back, and then she'll be life stealing from this and everything. That's when she's on low HP and needs that extra damage and lifesteal, and the sword and pentacle doesn't really trigger there. So ideally I'll want to run Momo with sword and wand. I mean, wand and wand is pretty decent as well for Momo, but we don't really have a good way to build her with focus wand and hunter's intuition. So those are the two key setups I'll run for Momo, the two key gears. Okay, HP, magic attack. You might not even need the lifesteal because you get the lifesteal from the Doom Awakened there, the 50%. But maybe I don't know. It's awkward to use. Awkward to use between all her gear and everything. But I think Starry Sky Heritage is still a pretty good legendary equipment, legendary weapon for her. But yeah, I just don't really like the way this has been set up. It just limits limits the potential. Like, you can't really switch much around. Sophia, stop that 3-star. Nice. How are we looking for the skills? Yeah, looks good. Pretty standard Sophia there. Wand and wand. Okay. Building the HP version. Are we? Attack. And then you still got the sword version. How often do you do wand and wand? I'll think that because sometimes you're doing the sword as the trinket. Man, this gear, or the way you set up the gear, it's so confusing. Like if we change the ever burning blade, and if we want to change to a sword and wand, do we have to equip like? Oh, I mean, you got an arm guard with sword, right? This feels messy. Physical attack. Okay, that's pretty nice. Yeah, it can work. It can work. Like, I think your units are pretty good the way they set up, but if you need to make any specific adjustments to your gear and setup, it does. You do have a lot of issues. Okay, Coco. 5-star Coco. Pentacle, that's good. So what are we looking at? Lots of HP engravings. That's a bit low. Fancy hat, and then you could switch to like Crystal Burst potentially. But it is probably don't need that resonance there. Mystery Guardian. Or the cooling powder. And running Empress, yeah, Empress is nice. Could definitely use a much better Empress, but sometimes just have to wait for the RNG or like a Fools as well. Yeah, I think you've just been trying to roll for a decent Fools, but it is rough. I think some people use the no turning around for PvP as well, for the stun. But yeah, this looks solid here for Coco. Maybe last time you used this was during the fireside chat with Nano, or with the immune to the disrupt. Maybe, but I think this Coco is fine. Like can use better engravings, but that's the same with everyone, right? Oh, okay. Caris, stopping at that 70 out of 120, so you're hoping for another dupe to get the 5-star. Almost 4k attack. Okay, this is really invested. Okay, sword and cup. Really? For Caris? I feel like she'll still be moving a lot, like especially with her like AoEs and everything. You want to get her into the right positioning and everything. I mean, this is a solid roll for cup, and I mean it's a 1-star hourglass, right? But I can't swap it to any other hourglass. I guess we could look at like Roaring Flint, or maybe even the Blood Luxite. But these aren't the right engravings as well. Otherwise, what, like an arm guard or something? Okay. Magician's nice with the 4 special substat. Okay, extra attack on there. Oh, you did get Purge of Sin? Okay, I mean, you did engravings for the attack. I would have thought Purge of Sin would be a priority as well. You did get her shield. I feel like you do use some of those skills in like PvP and everything as well. yeah, like, you don't just stand there and just keep using the skill, right? It's a 2-turn cooldown, then you have to like move around to get the aiming right for the, you know, straight line basic and everything. So yeah, I don't really see her down with the like sword and cup. I still recommend sword and wand, but yeah, we keep running into this issue. You don't really have that much you can switch out and into. I mean, maybe this arm guard. Okay, Tristan, 3-star. Probably still sharp farming, which is nice. Yeah, sword and wand there. And here we go with another issue, right? Brutal Axe is nice on her, but sometimes you might want to use Gale Sword or Tuning Hammer, but then you end up getting sword and sword instead of sword and wand. What is this? We should be more focused on our physical attack. That's alright. And if I were to change this, I guess potentially you could do Gale Sword and then change it to and still like a trinket arm guard or something with the wand. And this is magical AoE. So for example, if Caris wanted to use this, right? If Caris wanted to use the Blood Luxite Amulet for the extra magic damage AoE, say for example you get higher star version, like you do want to use it on some magic dealers if you're not bringing Tristan, then it is best to have this as wand so you can swap in and out. But it is what it is. Okay, that looks good. I mean, that's not really that necessary. It's good from time to time. Control demolition. At least you got all the right skills and everything. 3.5k. Looks decent, but I feel like could be a bit better. Agatha. 3-star, still sharp farming probably. Sword and wand, physical attack. Yeah, okay. Engravings can use a little bit more improvement. Fools is nice. Okay, so chosen powerful over silencing. That's alright. And you got both for the switch around. Yeah, I think this is pretty good there for Agatha. And you probably got the pentacle version. Do you have another crystal burst? Okay, potentially another crystal burst that you could roll pentacle on, so you can switch them around. Because both of her skills are pretty good there. I mean, at the moment it's sort of hybrid, right? We got this for the HP, Fools for the HP, and then we're running Sword and Wand for the attack. But you can also go full in on attack or full in on HP as well. Inana, 3-star. Hopefully we stopped. Yep, looks good. Flight. Yep. Oh, you did both reactions. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say about Inana. I do like her sometimes with the sword and wand. So I guess you can swap for like this spring pill or... Okay, that's not wand. Fancy hat for a wand. Disaster bottle. Or cooling powder. Did you raise any cooling powder? Okay, those are wands as well. So sword and wand resonance for the reset RNG. Yeah, this resonance to reset the cooldown of the active skill and get the energy back, so you can do like 2 turns of like Princess Prayer, that sort of thing. And you got World to reduce the cooldown, which is nice. And yeah, there's not much to say about Inana. Looks good. Cole, 3-star. She was good at the start, I guess. Sword and wand. Got the attack. Okay. Yeah, there's not really much to say. She can come in from time to time and be of some use. Kaye, 2-star. Eventually we do want to raise him up a bit more. But 2-star I think is pretty fine. Yeah, it doesn't really matter between the basic attacks, honestly. Skills look good. Yeah, and then we got the wand and the cup here to switch back and forth. Oh, 15% magic is good. 8%, that's pretty low, I think. And you got Empress as well. Akambe, 3-star. Just stopped straight at 3-star. Cornucopia, 5-star. Okay. Alright, so yeah, definitely a lot of investment in this Akambe. Okay, not too bad with the cup. And you got the sword and the cup. Oh, sorry, you got the wand and the cup for the reset RNG. This is a bit low. Actually, I do prefer him with the fancy hat. But I guess with the arm guard, you're making his assassins do all the assist attacks as well, and the world to reduce the cooldown. So it can work out because you're not really running the. I mean, you are running the Burning Riches, so you're just making him into like a one-trick pony, right? Okay, not much to say about Akambe. Beryl, 3-star. Wait, is this your third book? I'm so jealous. Sword and sword for the crit? Really? I mean, I guess that could work for Beryl because she doesn't really move that much. And yeah, you can use the book as an instant to do the boom, I guess. I guess it can work like that. 17%, 14% with the 160. Wow, that's some huge stats for the book. Double magic for Devil. Okay, looks okay for Beryl. The issue is, like, this is a 4-turn cooldown, so it'll be hard to spam boom a lot because you don't have any other instant to reset your movement unless you just stay there and don't move, right? And yeah, 4k almost. Simona, 2-star. Yeah, not too bad. Also running the reset RNG, 15% for wand, 9% there for cup. Why do we run fulls? I mean, the max HP is greater than the target. This is talking about the actual flat max HP is higher, and this is the HP percentage. So these are two different setups. I don't really think Fools is that good on DPS, but I guess for the extra tankiness and everything is pretty good, and yeah, just survivability, right? Okay, no ice made armor, but sometimes you don't really need to play that defensively. Yeah, I think that's fine for Simona. SP Rawia. Only stopped at 3-star. Maybe you could consider shard farming her further to 5-star. 19%, 8%, 41 flat. Sword and wand, magician, special stat, 2 physical attack lines. Yeah, I think this Rawia is doing good. You picked a dodge, that's good as well. Yeah, not much to say about Rawia. He's good. Dantalion. I assume he's just leftover, right? I mean, you did build him quite well. 3.5. Sword and wand. Okay, those are pretty okay rolls. Devil. Endless Dawn. You have the Aura. Air Royalty. Yeah, these two are really iffy. Yeah, I think that's fine. Like, it's Dantalion, right? It doesn't really do that much. 3-star Homer. Can consider pushing her up. Oh, Martyrs on Ida. Okay. Actually, why is Martyrs on Ida? I still like Martyrs on Homer. I mean, I guess Erin isn't too bad, but we have the same issue, right? We can't swap. Like, you don't really want Homer with Cup and Wand, right? She doesn't really have much to reset. And I do prefer this with Arm Guard. I mean, we could steal this one, but then this will change it to Cup and Cup. I mean, Sword and Sword. Wow, you got so many Arm Guards, I'm jealous. Tower. Like, I guess it can work. And invested a lot of Castalia into Homer. But it's a pity that you can't really swap over to the Longbow of Martyrs. Because it's not rolled the way we want for an easy swap. You have to change the weapon and the trinket. It is what it is. Leonide. I mean, basically just use him for PvP, right? Not really much to say about Leonide. Rawia's spare gear, right? Yeah. Alright. Ida. You got the reset RNG on Ida. I mean, True Lens. I don't know, I'd rather her with like Arm Guard or like Disaster Bottle or something. World. And going for like a Shield Break combo as well. You don't even have the crate. 1-star Eater's fine there. Yeah, that looks fine. And you can interchange, change out skills and everything. I guess because you can use the Shield Break shot. But if you're also running like Take Arms or like... Yeah. I feel like you don't really get that much attacks in with Ida. Because like every few turns you'll be using Guiding Gleam. And sometimes like Take Arms or something. And sometimes you just want to stand by it to reduce the cooldown, right? That's why we're using World. I don't know. Lily Will. Meteor Line. Could run the Well Hunter for Infection or something as well. Yeah. That's okay. The rest is just whatever, right? Okay, let's have a look at all your gear. Okay, a lot of resources saved up. Platinum medals, engravings, stars, more medals. Man, you should use some of these resources. 97. 43k, 7 Castalia. Oh wow. 330, 200. Yeah, no wonder your engravings aren't that good. There's just so much not used. Actually, your stars seem are pretty high as well. Have you just not been leveling stuff? And the ore. Okay, so chart farm wise, I think you're purposely stopping Gloria and Caris at 70. But then who are you farming? Like Agatha? Tristan? And then Rawia 10? Or maybe you are pushing these two 5-star and I just caught you at the time when they're at specifically 70. Yeah, I just think your gear is a mess. Like, yeah, was wand, sword, cup. I think you can scrap a lot of these as well if you're not getting. You should be getting the trinket every month, right? The 2 trinket from the shop. Best to keep more nameless stuff. Oh, cornucopia spear. That's probably early days with Gloria, right? Couldn't find a good spear for Gloria and end up getting a cornucopia spear. I know the feeling. I was using like an epic spear until like level 50 or something. Brutal axe, hollow axe. Yeah, I think you can definitely scrap a lot of gear that you're getting. And yeah, it's just not consistent. Like wand, pentacle, like all these axes are swords. But then like Tristan has a wand for her brutal axe, which probably is recent, right? Like you would have raised all these like ages ago before Tristan came out. I mean, Gale Sword probably more recently. Why didn't you make this a sword? It just doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, sword, wand, cup. Get rid of the skeleton staff there. I guess there's more focused ones to play with. Yeah, sword, cup, pentacle. Just makes mixing up gear really tough. Ooh, 3 star raid. That's nice. You star that up. And you got like 5-star martyrs as well. Mystery Guardian, fancy hats, cloaks. That looks good. Yeah, it's good to have. I think you're just keeping too much spares of each gear. Like I'll probably go with like 2 Mystery Guardians. I think 2 to 5 fancy hats are good. Just star up all your cloaks and crystal bursts. I think having 2 crystal bursts is nice. But yeah, you shouldn't be scrapping any trinkets because trinkets are a big bottleneck there. True lens, yeah, just star them up as you go. That's way too many cooling powders. I think maximum we should be keeping is 5. Arm guards, I think keeping like 4 to 5 arm guards is nice. Like you're only using 4, so I'm so jealous of how many arm guards you got. That's like 14 arm guards, man. Okay, Spring Pill, probably just stick with 2, so star them up. Berserk Incense, yeah, just star it up. Old Scroll of Auguste. I can't believe you have 3. I had to buy my one. And I still only have 1. Space Time Ring, good to have separate ones. Good to have separate but Roaring Flints. I think Hourglass, you should just star them up. I mean, you already raised this one, so stick with 2. Star up your Hunter's Intuition. Oh, you pulled for a Shield of Justice. Haven't used it. Oh yeah, I did see your Blood Luxite, so I'll recommend just star this one up. But being a sword, it does make it a bit tough to use. Because you use it on Tristan, but sometimes you want to use it on magic DPS. And if you use it on your magic DPS, like look at all your staffs. Your staffs is all wand, right? All swords, so you're playing like sword and sword or something. Anyway, you can figure things out. Changing gear for you must be exhausting. I am not. At least you're keeping spare taras when you need it. That's nice. What were we going to check? Glimmers of the Mist? Ranking challenge? Okay, it did some. Oh yeah, we wanted to check the shop. Yeah, I don't think there's really that much to look at there. looks fine. New chapter. Oh, already done everything. Wow. That was fast. Universal derivation. Okay. Just slow grind at 40. That's good. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to click here. Thank you everyone for your help. Okay, so you're buying the monthly still. Bought the expensive first purchases. Okay, at least you buy the trinket every month, right? And you're saving up your astral shards, which is nice. Reputation, yeah, it's good that we're saving. Actually, you should be buying this one, the series 2. We don't get any better for this reputation shop. And I think you should still be buying the epic engraving chest. Tarot is fine. Probably still buy the gold. Yeah, and then like these you probably you don't have that much common EXP, so definitely worth looking at getting that. Probably saving 70k until the next legendary selector. There's going to be a new one. 9,900, that's a lot, right? Yeah, I'll buy the epic engravings here as well. Potentially the epic ores and medals, because you can convert them later on. Or definitely the common EXP. I think you're really low on common EXP. Is it because you like raised all the units in a box or something? I mean, there is still a few low levels. There is a lot of low levels, so yeah, I think there's still room to use common EXP later as well. Looking at your talents, fairly well invested. Yeah, definitely should use some of your stars. Like, what are you saving them up for? Oh my god, you haven't used your epic ones. Are you trying to do like a low defensive run or something? With low defensive stats on your units? Wow, maxed out physical. Okay. On Seeker. Okay, this looks a lot better. Is it just breakers? Your poor August doesn't have any defensive stats. Defender looks fine. Yeah, looks fine. Destroyer. Is it just your breakers? Oh wow, maxed out magic for destroyers. Well, almost. It's close enough. And watches. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And how are we looking on Spiral of Destiny? Okay, definitely a few runs there. 13 runs, 185. How about Fool's Journey? Okay, he did end up beating the whole story. It just came out. I haven't started. That was fast. And you should have like no issues beating all this, right? Yeah. No issues. Actually, you haven't done your shard. This is a good way to check who you're using, right? I am curious. Caris, Agatha, Tristan. So I was wrong. I thought you were keeping Caris at 70 so you could get a copy. Tristan, yeah, definitely do want to push her up to 4-star. I think Agatha definitely had some shards invested in her. Yeah, 3-star. Yeah, almost 4-star. Okay. I think Caris is just for the waifu, right? 5-star Caris PvP. But yeah, what did I say? I did think that you would look at raising SP Rawia, maybe Homer, Tear. I think those are what you should aim for next. I think Sophia, yeah, that's probably don't really need her now. Well, not as much. Weapon trial, yeah. Definitely did 11. Makes sense. And you wouldn't skip out on these, would you? Nah. Clash. I mean, Clash just started, right? Okay. That's a bit annoying. Why don't you guys give us easy class setups? But overall, looking at this account, it looks like such a pain to organize your gear. You would definitely benefit off gear presets. And I feel like this is hard to say, but you might want to consider changing around the order of some engravings. Like if you're playing Tristan with like a single target setup, like Furious Pursuit for example, instead of one punch, and you're running like Home or something, how would you play a DPS setup? I mean, technically you don't need Blood Luxite Amulet, right? So you could just steal the Arm Guard and then you go with the sword, so I don't know, there is that. But I just feel like it's... gearing just takes so much longer and so much effort for you to mix and match between your gear, and it's just not consistent. Like there's so much gear, so much things that you you know, you might want to adjust depending on the situation, and having your gear like this just makes it so much harder to play with, right? I just don't know. Alright, I'll just leave it there for now. For this account, I feel like it's still like a B, because he can still beat all the content. And he still has a lot of engravings that he can use. He's still raising up like the right units, the skills and everything. But engravings is just, yeah, don't be like him. Alright, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.